Hello, I'm Joey Lange, and welcome to the UW-Stout's Video Production Program Lab Safety Series. Today's topic: using the studio boom. A boom lets you put lights higher up outside the frame, without having a light stand in the shot. It is especially useful for backlighting and top lighting the subject. For example, you can use a studio boom to properly place a hair light in a 3-point lighting setup, behind the subject and out of the frame. However, if the boom is not properly set up or counterbalanced, the light could fall, causing damage to your set, your actor, or your light. This video will help you understand the boom's operations and the necessary precautions that go with it. The first and most important rule of using the boom is to never operate it by yourself. Always have a second person with you to help set it up. If you are working alone, ask a lab assistant to help you. There are a lot of different adjustments and knobs on the boom that all have specific purposes. The pivot adjustment uses friction to hold the boom pivot at a specific angle. This is the most critical control of the boom because the instant you loosen it, the light may come crashing down on your model. The telescope adjustment releases the length of the boom and lets it telescope in and out. The farther out it is, the more torque is created and the more careful you need to be. The counterweight adjustment allows the counterweight to be moved across the length of the boom. Now, let's get into how the boom is set up. First, loosen the center pivot adjustment and pivot the boom parallel with the ground. Next, have someone else hold the weighted end up and tighten the center pivot adjustment. Put the light on at the end. The cord goes under one of the legs. Wrap the cord around the boom using clamps as necessary. If you are using a light with a power brick, clamp the brick to the boom. And while someone else is holding it, loosen the telescope adjustment and the pivot adjustment. Adjust the angle to where you need it to be. Then, slide the light so it is balanced on top of the stand. Take care not to over-tighten the knobs. Very tempting to do, but causes just as many problems as not being tight enough. If the light is close enough to the stand, you may need to move the counterweight. Then, adjust the height of the stand. Never remove the sandbag from the stand. The adjustment at the end of the boom changes the tilt of the light, while the other crank located to its side changes the roll of the light. Again, always use a sandbag. It should never be taken off. Have someone watching the boom as the other person makes adjustments to it. To take down the boom, lower the light, loosen the pivot adjustment, level the boom, then the telescope adjustment slides so it is balanced. Next, remove the light while someone holds the light end down. Loosen the pivot adjustment, pivot the boom so one end is up and the other down. Remember, always have a helper with you. Properly balance the boom. Never remove the sandbag. Wrap the cord around the boom with slack. Ensure the center adjustments are tight, but not too tight. Until next time, I'm Joey Lange.